Hello everyone, today we are making strawberry rhubarb pie. I've got my strawberries I harvested from the garden and rhubarb I harvested a few days ago. I'm using an old recipe book from Betty Crocker, copyright 1977. And I will type out the recipe for you because I know most of you do not have access to this cookbook. It is very old, it was my mother-in-law's. First we're going to start with 2 cups of flour. I'm just going to put everything in the bowl and then I'm going to show you some close-ups of mixing it together. We're using Crisco because that's what I have available. It's what my mom used and she made the best pie crust. We're going to be mixing that in. If you have a pastry cutter, that is wonderful. I'm going to use a very large fork to cut the shortening into the flour. Before I mix in this shortening, I need to mix in some salt. 1 teaspoon of salt. You use between 4 and 5 tablespoons of cold water. Cold water always works best, and that's what the recipe calls for. This recipe is very similar to another Betty Crocker recipe from a cookbook that I have from years later. So I think it's a pretty basic pastry recipe. And this is for 2 crusts. So I'm going to show you a close-up of cutting the shortening into the flour with a very large fork because I don't have a pastry cutter. It just takes some time until you get all the shortening blended in with the flour and salt. And by the time you get done, you have little coarse pieces of butter and flour. I think everything is thoroughly mixed here. So then you start adding your water just a little bit at a time. Pour the water and mix it in 3 different stages. We're just going to get the dough mixed until it forms like a dough, and then we're going to put it onto a floured board and start working with it that way. Of course, we'll be rolling it out with a rolling pin, and we're going to be creating 2 pie crusts. So we're going to divide this and try to make the 2 sections as even as possible. You don't handle it too much, just until you get the dough together where it's going to form a good pie crust for you. When you roll it out, it will roll out easily. It's all intact there. All right, we're going to use this one for the bottom crust. So I'll put that one aside here. I'm going to create the bottom crust first. See, I'm using parchment paper here on top of this board, and I think this works out very well. It helps with the mess, that's for sure. And so you create like a disc. And if you're using butter for this, it's best that you refrigerate the dough. And I could refrigerate this now, and it's easy to work with. We're going to go ahead and roll it out. My mom, she refrigerated the pie crust afterward, after she put it into the pan. So I think that's how we're going to do it, because I do want it to be cold before we make the filling. Make sure there's a little flour on here. Just take your time and do it be very gentle about it. You don't want to press on the dough too much. You don't want it to, that will cause it to be tough. So you just go very slow. Turn that over. This is looking like a heart. Every time I work with something with dough, it ends up being a heart-shaped. I have no idea why that happens. Okay, so I'm going to fold it like this. Put the pie pan. Okay, there we go. And then you can stretch it a little bit. My mom just patched it up a little bit here and there. Yeah, now it's starting to pull together here. All right, we'll put that aside. Now we are rolling out the dough for the top crust. All right, I believe we've got it rolled out enough. Just fold it over. And we have a piece of parchment paper in between the 2 pie crusts. We're going to refrigerate this just until we get our filling made. I just want to show you how easy this is for cleanup when you use parchment paper. See how simple that is? Now we're going to make our filling. I have the pie shell right here, the bottom part of the pie crust, and I have the rhubarb and the strawberry in this cup. I'm just going to put the rhubarb down on the pie shell. I call it a pie shell, but it's bottom pie crust. And these steps, I didn't expect this. I just thought everything would be mixed together in a bowl, but it is a book from 1977, so things were done differently back then. If I had known that, I would have kept the strawberry in a separate measuring cup from the rhubarb. Just spread that out. Spread out the rhubarb in the pie shell. Oh, and then you do the sugar mixture. We're going to make the sugar mixture for the pie next, and then we're going to sprinkle it on the rhubarb. Then we lay the strawberries down. Okay, we do it like we alternated it a couple times. The sugar's going to have cornstarch, just cornstarch and sugar are the only two ingredients we're going to use. Then we're going to dab it with butter before we put the top crust on the pie. 1.33 cups of sugar. You can use flour or cornstarch. 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. And I see I'm getting low on the cornstarch. I definitely need some cornstarch. And we'll just mix that together. And I've never seen pie done this way. It's completely different from the way I thought it was going to be. I just want to get it mixed thoroughly, as you can see. The cornstarch will help to thicken the filling. Sprinkle with half of the sugar mixture over the rhubarb. The rhubarb is very sour, very tart. That's why the sugar is very important. So it tastes good. Spreading out the strawberries. I'm going to give you a close-up before I add the sugar. And we're going to add sugar on top. I'm just going to kind of spread it around. So we'll just sprinkle the sugar. This is a very old recipe. Okay, we're going to mix up the sugar a little bit with the strawberries. All right, so I added the sugar to the strawberries and mixed it around the strawberries a little bit. 2 tablespoons of butter. Actually, I'm just going to spread it out a little bit better than that. And I think this will help with the creaminess, make the pie creamy. It's time for the top pie crust. Just pinched the sides a little bit and made a little bit of a design. Now we're just going to do some slits. I like to do in the middle, I usually do a circle. Like in the middle, like that. And take that dough out. Then I do slits around the sides. Then sprinkle with a little sugar. In the middle, I put a little frozen strawberry in there because I just thought it would look cute. Let's put this in the oven. And I'm not perfect at making pies, okay? Pie design, I haven't done this in quite a while, but I think this is really cute and it doesn't have to be perfect. There's one more step before you put it in the oven. To protect the end of the crust, you put aluminum foil around it. You can take it off the last 10 to 15 minutes of baking time. Bake in a preheated oven at 425 Fahrenheit for 40 to 50 minutes. We'll be removing the aluminum foil the last 15 minutes of bake time. And the pie is done and cooling on the rack. And I did doctor it up a little bit because some of the strawberry filling ran over. It was just all on one side. It ran out, and I just took some of that filling and put it around the other side, and then evened it out with a little strawberry preserves and graham cracker crumbs to cover up some of the strawberry so that it, still has a crust look. But I think this gave it a rustic, kind of fancy rustic look. Let me know what you think. There's ways to make pies look better, and graham cracker crumbs always works for me if it spills over on the sides. Thanks for watching today. My husband's not here. I want him to come home and try the first piece of pie, or I would give it a taste test, and I don't think you can go wrong with rhubarb and strawberry together with sugar, and it has a tart, sweet, delicious flavor. So you can make good use of the rhubarb and the strawberries in your garden, or just go and purchase some from the store. And why not make this strawberry rhubarb pie? And you can make it look more traditional and less of a rustic look that I put on it. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you on the next one.